Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you all. Today is Monday, December 21st, 2015, and this will be effectively the last analysis video for the year. And actually, we're not going to do a whole lot of analysis just because things are winding down as we go into the Christmas and New Year's holiday. But I want to talk about things that I like to do at this time in the year to get me ready for the following year, as well as kind of tidy up the year that we have had so far. The markets had a nice little bounce off of last week's hammer. We had the Fed raising interest rates. Not really a huge deal in terms of overall monetary policy. If you think back to 2005, 2006, you could get CDs at 5, 6%. Savings account rates were, up in the 2%. So, raising interest rates is in some ways a sign of a healthy economy. So don't let that scare you in terms of, oh, I have to go out and buy a house next week because interest rates are increasing. Mortgage rates are not going to go from 4% to 10% just because the Fed raised interest rates by such a small amount. That being said, there's certainly things that are starting to play into the market, especially the presidential election in 2016 will have some outside effects on the markets. As always, news announcements like earnings and things like that around the holidays with companies like Amazon, Home Depot, FedEx, UPS, places where people are buying lots of Christmas gifts and doing home renovations and things like that, house projects. Those things can be a little bit telling as we go into the new year. So look for those numbers as we come out. I like to, basically take the entire week between Christmas and New Year's off and do some reflecting on my trading. I'm not, super concerned with what goes on in the markets that week just because the volume will be almost non-existent. There's not a whole lot of action that's occurring in the markets. And then the first 2 weeks of January, people will kind of come back slowly. There's no need to rush into things. You want to just take your time and ease into the markets, ease into your trading slowly. So the number one thing going into 2016 is, if you don't have it already, have a written trading plan. And if you do have one written down, see if you can condense it to a 3x5 note card that you can keep in front of you at your trading computer. That way you can quickly reference it as you go about trading. So it could have your entry, your stops, your risk parameters, things like that. Things that you're looking for during the day that need to essentially line up or trigger a entry into a trade. And so going through your trading plan, kind of paring it down or shrinking it down a little bit by getting rid of things that you don't necessarily need. And the same goes for your trading screen, getting rid of things that are on your screen that you're not really using or are just essentially distractions. If you go to the members area of eMoney and I'll pull that up here. So if you go to the dashboard, in the bottom you will see some goal setting exercises if you haven't done them already. If you scroll down about 2/3 of the way down, you've got the goal setting worksheets, and these are really great exercises to do, especially at this time of the year. Going through from a top-down approach and doing a full kind of self-assessment of where you're at in your life, both with your longer-term investments, your job, your family, your health, all that stuff. It's a great time to think about the bigger picture. And then break it down into your longer term goals that you have for yourself. Why are you trading and why are you doing what it is that you do? As well as, determine what's working and what's not with an 80-20 exercise. And that's a really good way, weekly exercise that I do to help determine, what's working right now and how can I do more of that, and what's not working right now and stop doing that immediately. And if you continue to do that process and kind of work in that iterative framework where we're always evolving, you will see tremendous growth both in your trading and in all aspects of your life. So I highly recommend the goal setting worksheets. There's also some really good videos in here in the bonus items section, as well as some checklists and things like that. And just going back and reviewing old interviews that I've done, that other people have done, some of the videos and things that highlight my setups and the way that I trade. I'm looking forward to doing more live trading sessions in 2016, so stay tuned to those, and that will be essentially open to members of the E-mini Mind website and the E-mini Mind VIP members area. So there's lots of cool stuff that's going to be happening next year, and now is a great time to kind of think about what are your goals, as well as reflect back on what worked for you in 2015 and what didn't work. And so kind of removing the market from the equation, if you will. Go back and look at what things you did well, what things you struggled at, what things you want to work on for the coming year, and really take the time to internalize some of those things so that as we go into the new year, maybe the second week when we start trading again, give it, a nice foundation to stand on with a very concrete trading plan, as well as some things that you want to build or work towards in the coming year. So if you have additional questions or things specific to your trading situation, feel free to shoot me an email, tim@eminimind.com, and I'd be happy to help you out. Thanks. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and we will see you in 2016.